So, my father died in 2016 and left the home place to my wife and I and our four kids. And it's been going on 3 years now. And I have been basically just doing necessary repairs to the place. And organization has never been my strong point. Sadly, it's never been my father's strong point either. And I will show you what I've been working on this morning. The shed, this is after I've swept it out. I've just moved everything to the sides and swept the floor, gotten everything kind of nearly categorized, like electrical stuff, and some power tools are over here. Got some old tools that I found, and you can see down in the bucket one of my grandfather's old planes. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but I've also got a lot of work done. I've only been able to work on this maybe 8 or 9 hours in total over the last 3 weeks. Being a stay-at-home dad is kind of, you catch as you can on your hobbies, and unfortunately right now this just rates as one of my hobbies. I have been blessed to have inherited a bunch of tools from my father, and also that belonged to my grandfather, but sadly my father was not very good at taking care of the things that he owned, and I'm trying to get better about that. He tried to for a long time, but when he got older, he just kind of let it fall by the wayside. And it's one of those things that if you just let it drop, it's hard to pick back up. Perfect example of this shed being difficult for me to work on. I'm got it swept up this morning after getting the rest of the trash out of there, and I've been trying to get all the tools together that I need to take the lights down that are up there. They're these big long fluorescent lights, and they're old and they're not very energy efficient, and I've got some smaller lights that I'm going to hang temporarily until I can get some shop lights. But just as I was finishing up sweeping and taking the trash out to the road, my youngest daughter messaged me, and she just got out of the hospital yesterday. She was in hospital for mental care, and I'm not really going to go into all of what's going on with her because that's her private business, and I don't believe in sharing that unless she wants me to. But it's been rough. She messaged me and said that her stomach is hurting, that she can't handle the anxiety. And what can you say to a kid? What can you say to a 12-year-old that has a hard time being in class because of the anxiety around being around people? What do you say to a kid that feels different, And this is something that we've been dealing with. Both of my daughters, actually all four of my children, are special needs kids. My wife and I adopted them in 2009. And we have had an amazing journey so far, raising these four kids. And the problem that we face is that no matter how much we love them, they are still having to deal with the fact that their biological parents gave them up for adoption. We've never kept that a secret from them. And it's caused some problems for us to have to deal with. But we try and keep talking, try and keep working on things, and try and keep communicating. And it's hard, it's difficult. And when you have 4 kids that are so unique and wonderful, but also deeply troubled by events that they can't handle, they can't control what happened, then that anger manifests itself in ways that is difficult for them to handle. It's dangerous for them sometimes. And being able to get out like this and move around, take a break, do little projects is such a blessing to me. But I can only do it in bits and bobs, as my father used to say, because it always feels like something's going to blow up next, you know? And I don't know. I know that I have anxiety issues myself, and it's hard. It's damned hard sometimes to put one foot in front of the other and keep going. I believe that my father suffered with depression, and that may be why he got to the point where he was not able to keep up with the stuff that he had. But maybe if I can just keep moving, maybe if I can do something. No, not do something. Maybe if I can keep putting one foot in front of the other, maybe we'll eventually get past this. I have to believe that this too came to pass. What else can I do? So I do know that I've got to figure out a way to earn some money, though. So maybe there'll be more cleaning videos, more teaching videos, more woodworking videos. I don't know. I haven't been doing anything because it's not any video wise, because it's difficult for me to talk to you guys. It's difficult for me to be seen, because I'm anxious. I'm anxious about my body, the way I look and the way I talk, and you know, maybe that's why God gave me these kids, is because it helped me deal with my own stuff. I don't know, but I do know that for today, at least I'm getting a little bit done. I'm still moving, and maybe things are getting better. Maybe. All right, I'll see you guys later.